Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. She was America's perfect mom. Pearls, heels, a kitchen that sparkled almost as much as her smile. Barbara Billingsley was the TV mother of the 1950s. June Cleaver on Leave It to Beaver. But when the show ended in 1963, she just sort of vanished. Now for me, I fell in love with this show from watching the reruns during the 80s. It's a show that always makes me feel better. So in this video, I'm going to take a look at her career leading up to her iconic role on Leave It to Beaver, discuss why she chose to lay low after the show went off the air, and then talk about the comeback role that nobody saw coming. Now, Barbara Billingsley had been finding small parts and roles in movies as early as 1945. And between 1945 and 50, she actually had roles in over 25 movies. And in 1957, she landed the role of June Cleaver in the CBS sitcom Leave It to Beaver. Now, after one season, CBS decided to drop the show. When that happened, ABC picked it up where the show would run for 5 more seasons. Now, Barbara Billingsley was perfect in the role of June Cleaver, the embodiment of a loving and understanding mother, always offering guidance and a listening ear to Wally and the Beaver. She was a symbol of grace, poise, and the idealized American mother. Leave It to Beaver ended after the 6th season in 1963. Theodore Cleaver, best known as the Beaver, had hit his teenage years and Wally was finishing high school. It was probably the right time to end the show. And, with the show ending, Barbara Billingsley quietly disappeared from the public eye for quite a while. No more sitcoms, no guest star turns, not even a commercial. It was like June Cleaver hung up her apron and Barbara disappeared with it. Now the reality of things is that Barbara Billingsley had been typecast hard, and honestly, it isn't entirely surprising. June Cleaver had been on screen for 6 seasons and over 230 episodes. She wasn't just the perfect mom, she was practically the blueprint for it, and Hollywood had a funny way of boxing people in back then. She had been too successful, too iconic. So the calls stopped coming, and Barbara, she didn't chase them. Instead, she took a break, a long one. So Barbara traveled. She raised her kids. She even moved to Malibu, back when it was still much more of a beach town than a celebrity sanctuary. She was content to let June live on in the reruns, and for a while, that seemed to be the end of the story. But then came Airplane. The year was 1980, and the movie, Airplane, a chaotic spoof of disaster films, was casting, and the Zucker brothers had an idea so bonkers it just might work. What if June Cleaver translated jive? Yes, that scene, you know the one. A sick passenger needs help, and up steps Barbara Billingsley in a cardigan and pearls saying,
"Oh, stewardess, I speak jive. He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him."
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack. Chump don't want to help. Chump don't get the help.
Say can't hang, say 7-Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains anyhow.
and this was so ridiculous, hilarious, and perfect. The audience lost it, critics raved, and suddenly Barbara Billingsley wasn't just June Cleaver. She was funny, and sharp, and kind of a badass. And she said yes to the role because it was so against type. She thought it would be fun, and fun it was. That 90-second cameo became one of the most quoted scenes in the movie, and helped launch Barbara into a second act. After Airplane, Barbara eased back into show business, but this time it was on her terms. She appeared in guest spots on shows like Mork and Mindy and The Love Boat, and in the 80s, when the nostalgia train came back around, she reprised her most famous role in the new Leave It to Beaver, a reboot where June was now Grandma Cleaver. Off-screen, Barbara Billingsley stayed remarkably grounded. She wasn't drawn to the Hollywood glitz. She spoke candidly about aging in the industry, the value of family, and the power of stepping back when you need to. When she passed away in 2010 at the age of 94, it wasn't just former TV kids who mourned her. It was an entire generation who had grown up under her gentle, fictional care. She may have disappeared from our screens for a time, but she never really left our hearts. And Barbara Billingsley didn't really ever fade away. She chose peace over pressure, quality over quantity, and came back exactly when the moment was right. She showed us that even the most typecast careers can have a twist ending. From June Cleaver to Jive Translator. Not a bad legacy, huh? Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, where I mostly talk about the movies, TV shows, and music that I love from growing up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and have a great day.